And it would be nice to see if they could just be able to keep the band together, because they are in a prime position. Shout out to my man Cole Johnson. He said, I am totally with Juju. Find the lie. Being the BS3 boss beside him on the weekdays. Nah, man, they're all good. They're good with it. As long as I'm out of that office by that particular time so I can get back. But Juju, man, I think he is saying it from a teammate stance, and he wants to win. He wants to win. And who doesn't want to win? That's the object of the game, is that you want to win. So it would be nice if they could keep the band together again. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Losing 2 superstars in 1 year. And it's not after a Super Bowl. It's just because of issues. So to lose, if Antonio Brown goes somewhere else, which I am very interested to see how that's going to work. Shout out to Kevin, my man Kevin, Clutch Conversations. I'm very interested to see how this is going to work. Because he's still under contract. He's getting paid. And the trade is the trade value is going to be high. But the great thing is, there are teams that have multiple picks, i.e. the Raiders, who've been making all of these trades. But I believe the 49ers, who should be having a high pick. And we have our next guest up on the line. None other than Greggo, one of the 5 Patriots fans that I know. What's going on?
What's going on, man? I appreciate the introduction, man.
Definitely. How's it going? Good, man. Appreciate you for coming on, man. You have been everywhere, man. The photos have been crazy. You're gonna have to make a photo album for all of these photos that you have. But just talk about the experience, man, of being able to be there in the midst with everything going on.
All right, man. First of all, I'm exhausted, but I still got more to go, more to do. But man, it's been amazing. Like, we started this past, I believe it was Saturdays. I think that's when they first brought in the Super Bowl experience, and it was more so for the people that live here in Atlanta on that first night to kind of just get in there and see what it was about. We had a couple of people that were there. I mean, I saw Jerome Bettis on that first day. But the Super Bowl experience, for those who may not know, it's like a huge, city of just football, I guess, events. They had the Lombardi Trophy in there, all 52 of the championship rings for viewing. They had these interactive things for you to be able to do, a lot of VR experience. We had some local celebrities in there, locally, I think we had a few of the Falcons players that was there, and they had football drills. I don't know if I'm going to show you guys that because, I played football in high school and a couple of years in college, but got out there and did some of those drills, and we did a tackling drill, and I got to tell you, them kids lit me up on the tackling drill, so I'm thinking about if I'm going to show that or not.
Kids be learning how to tackle, how to wrap people up.
Yeah, so that was the first night. Then I believe on that Sunday, Sunday, they were doing a free concert in the park. Goody Mob was the headliner of the concert. And Jermaine Dupri brought out a bunch of the rappers of the 90s that were relevant to the scene of Atlanta around that time. We had a lot of guys that came out, and the park was at capacity. They couldn't even let anybody else in. From there, I went over to the Patriots Media Day section at the State Farm Arena, and got a chance to see the team, listen to their interviews. They had it laid out pretty good. They have some areas where you can actually get down fairly close to the media and the Patriots, or just the Rams too, if that's what you're into. But they had access to that. They gave out little radio so you can listen to whoever you want to listen to. I mean, they laid it out really well. Walking through the streets, there's no telling who you'll see. It was a lot of media a lot of ESPN guys in town. Like, you'll just catch them getting out of a car, Uber, walking into whatever building it is, and they've all been pretty friendly. It's been a long week, so let me think. Monday, what did I do on Monday?
I thought Greggo don't get tired.
Hey,
that's a myth.
Yeah, these parties are a lot different than what Greggo is used to. So, but I'm trying to figure out what did I do on Monday. Monday was a light day, I believe. But just to sum it up, man, there's so much energy going on. Like, I live in Atlanta. I've been here for a long time, and I remember the way that it used to be 20 years ago, and the way that it is now. As downtown is transitioning, like, just to have that vibe of people just constantly walking around, walking into restaurants, walking into events. Like, it's just like a lot of foot traffic. So it feels like a vibrant city again with, all the people in town. I was invited to a NFL Legends party, which was in the Patriots hotel that they're staying in. And the Legends party consisted of a lot of the former NFL players, even from people who retired last year all the way up until whenever. And it was pretty cool, man. I got a chance to, talk with Warren Moon for a second, Blake Bortles. We clowned a little bit because I asked Blake, I was like, what's the problem, man? What's going on? Like, what is the issue? And I can't really respond the way that he responded, but
he might be ready to fight you.
Yeah, man. He saw the little Boston hat I had on, and he was like, well, look, I torched your team. That's all that matters. And I was like, oh, okay. And, we went back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
It was Antonio Freeman out there. Strahan was out there. They actually were giving away some of Strahan's clothing, like, as far as, like, they gave away suits. They gave away, like, jackets. They gave away a lot of his stuff just for free. Who else was there? Mark Brunell. I mean, it was a lot of people, man. It was just, it was free food, open bar. It was a real good experience. On the way out, I saw a couple of people from the Patriots coaching staff. And on the streets, I saw Clarissa Thompson, which is, I think she's on a few Fox shows, I believe. I know she's on a show that Dion and Shannon Sharp and a couple other people do, like, late at night after the games.
Right.
And it's just been crazy, man. Like, even just all around the city, you see people. You just don't know where they are. Like, they're everywhere. Today, as we get off this interview, I'm headed to, there's 2 day parties for the Patriots. The first one I'm going to, Ty Law and Troy Brown will be hosting this party. And from there, I'll go over to another station outside of Boston that are having something downtown. And then I'll probably end up at Centennial Park. And it just depends. I don't know. I got a few different invites for tonight. But the biggest thing I'm trying to get to that Patriots after the Super Bowl party. And that's when you'll really see something. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun, man. If you are under the list, if you can hear my voice, and if you're in Atlanta and you're just like, I just want to stay away from downtown just because blah, 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 it's really not that bad. I would advise using the public transportation MARTA or Ubering because it's just hard to park down there. And this is Atlanta, so if you're parking down there, the locals are, from what I've heard from the Crown Report, like these kids are buying boots and booting people cars themselves and charging people $75 to get it off. Yeah,
that is crazy.
If you have an out-of-state tag, they're getting them. They're always on the hustle around here. And then I hear that there are a lot of car break-ins, but like from a safety standpoint, everything else is pretty safe. So if you can get to the city, come down, enjoy that concert today. I think it's Monica and a bunch of other people from Atlanta. So it should be pretty fun. And it's pretty nice outside. It's about 60 degrees. So I would definitely say get out and try it.
Yeah. We got a couple of comments here I got to read.
What you got?
First of all, Jungle says, perfect time to go take a dump on this phone call. Be right back. Oh, man. I love y'all banter back and forth. Another comment says, how does Greggo know the Patriots hotel at Man Crush? Man Crush is real.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You let me get a chance to have a quick interview with Tom Brady, and you'll see what a Man Crush looks like. I got you. So I own it.
Voice going up to multiple octaves. I mean, it to me, to be able to even, I mean, I haven't been to a Super Bowl. I haven't covered that yet. I went to the Big Three and met Steven Jackson, and I was like,
okay,
the dude was so cool. Like, you think these people are just like, you know, gonna stiff arm you, but really, they're not. If you cool with them and you don't act like, you know, like you're trying to be all in their face and make them uncomfortable, they're just people like everybody else. They just are more famous than everybody else.
Definitely.
You know? So
I met up with had a chance to meet Marshawn Lynch yesterday, and
cool.
You know, like what he gives you to the media is true. You can tell he's not. He does the things because he has to, but like he's still like the real person that we see is what I saw yesterday. You know, I could have joked to him, and he just kind of looked at me, and then he finally laughed. But I was like, you know, I said, hey man, I'm glad they didn't hand you the ball. Like he just looked at me, and then he finally kind of laughed or whatnot. But it was super cool, man. But yeah, most of these people, like you said, if it's somebody that you know have been a fan of, or somebody you respect the way they play the game, you can just talk to them like a normal person, like, and they talk right back. You know what I'm saying? You just wouldn't believe it. Like they're people, just like you said. So it's really nothing.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask you this: is this Super Bowl run different than the other Super Bowls, and why?
I think so. I think so, just for the simple fact that the outside noise said that this was one of the worst teams that we've had. But if you think about the aspect of a team, like that's exactly what they are. Like it's very, very hard to coach a very, very skilled athletic person. So like, and the reason I say that is because those people will rely on their athleticism because they know that they can do things better than everybody else. So if you look at my team, the Patriots team, and if you think across the board, you're just like, who is that most athletic superstar that they have? And, you know, we used to be able to say Gronk, but he's not the same. You know, it just seems like everybody's buying in. So from an internal standpoint, it's the same. But from an external standpoint, people, you know, they doubted us. They doubted the Patriots the whole time. Like, you know, and it wasn't, the thing about it, it wasn't easy. Like, you know, I've heard multiple times that people say that, you know, Brady had an MCL issue in that Miami game, but it was never mentioned, you know, and it seems like he's healed again, like, and is ready to go. But it's just different from a standpoint of we lost 5 games. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, generally speaking, people will expect to lose like maybe 2 to 4, but we lost 5, and some of those games that we lost, it was in an ugly fashion. But I mean, we've been here, man. We've been here every year we're here. So it's just like, I don't know. I think next year, if I want to add on to your question, I think next year will be different, especially if Brady does come back like he said he is. I think they learned some things along the way this year, and the way that the league is adjusting to some of the things they do, that then they'll probably get them better weapons so that they can continue to win if that's what they're trying to do. But to answer your question in short, like it really wasn't any different from the year before. It's just a lot of outside noise, and people just want to be the first ones to predict that, okay, finally the downfall is here.
Right. And the funniest thing is, I've said when they played the Chargers, I'm like, this is it. This is the year that they will lose. It didn't happen. Right. It went a completely different way. Comes to the Chiefs, and I'm thinking, this is it right here. Did not happen again. So now I'm saying it again. I don't know, because it's still Tom Brady, it's Belichick. They are masterminds. There's some people that just coaches the game. They do all the stuff they're supposed to do. They clap on the sidelines, i.e. Jason Garrett. And there's some people that are masterminds. Like they think about what you're going to do now, what you're going to do next, what adjustments they're going to make. They take advantage of everything. Rules that don't exist. I mean, it's just honest truth. You take advantage of things that are not out there. That's not your fault. That's the league's fault. If they don't have a rule for that. And so, man, they have made it to the mountaintop again. So, got to ask you 2 more questions. What's the game plan, and what's your prediction?
Game plan. I just want to kind of speak on something you just said. Man, it's situational football, and that's just what they do.